Hey guys, Corey Scott here. Listen, one of the most difficult days of an attorney's life, a criminal defense attorney that is when you're reading that initial report. You're reading what's called the probable cause affidavit, which is the narrative that police officers write that gives the blow by blow, and they go line by line as to how everything allegedly went down. And you're reading, and you read to a certain point, you're like, okay, man, we may have something to work with here, because you know that there's certain things that might apply, there's certain motions that may be filed, but then you get to that one line, and you see that your client, by just sheer ignorance, made a statement and said something they shouldn't have said, gave some type of consent that they had no business giving, and your heart sinks because you're like, damn, they may have just blown their case. And at the very least, they've made our job that much more difficult. All because they didn't know. I will never forget, a young man came into my office. He and his mother. And we start talking about what happened, and I was excited about the prospects of defending the case and having something to work with. You have to understand, there are so many of these cases where you have absolutely nothing to work with. Zero. And then there it was. As we're reading together, I see where this guy, this young man, in exchange for a phone call, agreed to make a statement, confessed to everything. And there it was. That moment, I'm like, man, had this guy only known. And I asked him, I said, why did you do that? Didn't you know how serious this situation was? He said, Mr. Scott, I just didn't know. Which is a shame. And so I'm here to tell you guys, take the time to read this book. Take the time to learn your rights. Super important. You never know. By reading this, the life that you save could be your own. You could save yourself decades of jail time, decades of prison time, I should say, all by reading this small book. Listen, use this video as an example. This is a very short book. You could very easily read this in an afternoon, not even a whole afternoon, by the way. And when we're talking about this day-to-day stuff, there's only a few that actually really matter that you really, really need to hone in on. So it wouldn't take you very long at all. Don't be like that young man to where you're sitting in some attorney's office or you're calling from some jail cell talking about the mistake that you made, all because you didn't take the time to read. Hey guys, I got some free copies of this. If you want a copy, you see this, reference this video and say, hey, Mr. Scott, you said you had some free copies. Send me one, and I'll be more than happy to rush you one. Hit me up, call me. If I can be of any further assistance, I'd be more than happy to. Guys, reading is fundamental. The life and the liberty that you save could be your own. And by the way, remember this. If you have to be guilty of anything, be guilty of greatness. Take great care.